Good morning, guys. A great morning to all who tuned into the realest thing coming out of Guyana. You know, you could pay and get out of jail in Guyana? Yeah. You could pay and get out of jail. A man say he pay and he get out of, he pay 5,000 US for the rest of his time. Talking seriously. There's a con man that was interviewed by a journalist. I just love this country. The people are amazing. You imagine there are people in this country that goes by the names Lampy and PAMPY. They're lumpy PAMPY people. Woo! Rumbus. They're not imbeciles, they're rumbusiles. You gotta be drunk stupid. Yeah, you gotta be drunk stupid. When you wake up and you start your day with these kind of things, you know? He paid $5,000. You ever heard that before? And the Lampy Pumpy crew, they holler, yes, the PVP come back now, you could pay and come out the jail. I want to know who Myers and Lowenfield and Mingo will pay for come out the jail. And who paying for them? Right? Yeah, do not forget to wear your mask when you're on the road. Please wear your mask. So this morning, I want to talk about fuel prices. And you guys could call me at 622-7740. And because I'm trying to figure out how. Good morning, Mr. Critic. Can you do a follow-up on the Ponzi scheme thing? No, I don't want to do a follow-up on the Ponzi scheme thing. You get robbed. When you was going to share the money, give the people your money, you didn't call me. Hello,
This
good
is the
morning.
realest thing coming out of Guyana.
Roger, brother.
Roger that.
Talk to me.
I see a video that give me goosebumps, that get me very, very, very excited. There's a long time I get so excited. They got an island on the Demerara River that I see you were showing us. People
Um,
just live on the island.
bye, man. Alan talk about something else, man. Me sit down and when me watch the video, when me watch back the video, me say me might just skin up something. Me don't start work on it. Me don't make calls and so. Left him be. Now let me go into that now.
Man, don't get selfish on the thing, man. Wait right now. Let Banner know if they could come down there and build a real retirement home and put two little livestock or something down there.
By you know the Essequibo River has 365 islands.
Islands and beaches, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of the islands
Yes.
have beaches.
When you gonna do a coverage, let me get a peek from this side of the world. Are you the only man in Guyana
Well,
showing me the
let me
fullness
tell you,
of
Alan. Let me tell you.
where you could come and have a little life?
If you notice, I've been a little inconsistent, right? Um,
You get gather.
no, I'm here in the office, and as I'm here, there's a meeting going on outside behind me with some of my staff and things. So I am on it all the time. Last night after I've done my program, we got meetings again. We're structuring certain things. I'm looking right now, we're sourcing vehicles for interior. The boat was sinking as you about looking at a bigger boat. I am going to be doing something for Guyana that's going to take me to the next level. Remember, I did the highest level. I'm competing with myself right now.
Okay.
You understand?
That makes
And
sense.
what I want to do is make sure on social media in the world, if there are 100 things about countries and tourism and sites to see, in the world of almost 200 countries, I want to ensure that 10 of those features come from Guyana. You understand?
Okay, you're selling as a true 100% entrepreneur. you are looking at the opportunities that in Guyana, and trust me, my brother, we here in the diaspora will jump on that bandwagon with you. Because if you got 365 beaches in the Essequibo Island
No, it's
alone,
islands. It's islands. A lot of the islands
these
have
islands,
beaches, but not
yes,
all of them got
yes.
beaches.
Well, we don't know. We could create things there, man. I like what you're doing. You got people looking at the pension now and looking for runaway from this COVID and snow and all this cold kind of life we living out here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you
So
just keep throwing up the facts,
at
and
there,
we got you.
at there behind the scenes, I'm working, but sometimes I'm just tired. I like yesterday. By the time I done it, report, the other day, some people give me a check, pay me the check, and the bill, I have to go back now for the bill write off because they got put it in an account, right? So when
Mm.
the people have said, Mr. Critic, as a guy, but Mr. Critic, you don't have a bank account. I say, yes, I don't have a bank account. I don't save no money. How people give me the little money? No, Alan, how people give me the little money. I just go there, help people, buy me gas, buy me do whatever I gotta do. Yes, eh? So it's come in one
So
hand.
you do with all them brokers bag of money? We hide them.
Buy a wish if I had. Because one of my qualities what make me the
Yeah.
Guyanese critic is my ability to take a little bit of money and make it go a
I mean,
long way.
it's true.
You understand?
Yes, 5
So
years
if I
now,
had,
watching you.
if I
I
got
tell you
big
last time you
money,
had.
you
You could
understand?
have make anybody a good wife. God, you're tight with the money.
I like me, a man watch me, the man say, oh God, you get 4x4. Right? He knows see the 4x4. He see the 4x4 all the time. He know all through the election, before the election, so the 4x4 there. No, the 4x4 got a story. I can talk a story, but the 4x4. Yes, sir. Because I
Yeah.
raise and scrape and borrow and put together money because I went to
You
from
there?
there. Somebody playing fairy light out there. Turn it back on. Yeah. Um,
Yeah, you tell them, man.
I went to the first time I went to let him and show you guys let him, right?
Yes.
I went to let him with a rented car, brother. I
I
drive through the
remember that.
trail with a car. People want for if I'm mad. Yes, and yes, I might be a little crazy about my country. So when I go, I said, brother, you can't do this. First thing I thinking, it is how do you like I calculate the mile I rent? No, here laugh. You want me to get a laugh about the car that I went to let him with? Remember the other day I do a story at Moripo where my fly off the road and the car turn over and lash up another car and lash into the Chinese?
Yeah.
It's the car I went to let him with. And I went to
What
let
the
him
car
and,
we
and
went
it
to
is
let
done.
them with? You remember when the car broke down, you find the cable what was to bring internet into Guyana, and they help the man tow it?
Roger that, yes. It's car the driving. So when I came back, I
Yes,
said, man,
that's
you
how you
can't.
find the cable what was to come from Brazil to Guyana.
Yes. Under the
And
Daniel
then the thing
Ramatar
is to pull up the
administration, they
gas.
screw it up billions of dollars. You understand? So
Yes.
me go let him with a car. When me come back, Mr. Man, you can rent a man car and carry through them to the cars. I tell you, when I come through the trail, things start walk out from the car. Not start unscrew just so. How this trail bad. So I was looking. I went to
Yeah.
Bartico. I looking for something within me pocket. You understand?
Yes.
And I have the thing, the girl, how I pay the money piece. A
Yeah.
man, when I go and collect the pickup, a man give me
Uh,
two battery bars. When I go, I tell a
and the
man how
car
much is
don't
the
write
battery.
about.
The man say
People take
critical take
themselves
off
seriously.
two battery from a truck.
Some cars so adventurous. Why you
When
don't write about?
when people watch me, them is calculate. Remember now, no matter what is going on,
Yeah.
asteroids could be falling from the sky and I smiling and I would take out pictures or I take a selfie. Yes, and the whole world blowing up. So, but they don't know what people are going through. They don't know why it will make me because I got enough money. You
You ain't
understand?
got no money, you broke his ass. You don't
So
need
it
it.
is that I'm resourceful with the little bit I get. When they
You
see me
hustle
the
it.
other
You
day,
try
I
to
holler
hustle
about
it, but
the
just so you
PVP
know,
give me a pickup.
he was a humble man. You give away more than you keep.
That's why me always
Because
got
if you give
brother.
away, you would have been a good guy now, financial wise. But you're too generous.
No, but here what I tell you, Alan. To sit down on money doesn't afford you an opportunity to live the life that I live, brother. When I wake up in the
Mm.
morning, you understand? It is like
Mm.
if the cosmos was aligned for me. I tell you, I
Mm.
kid you not. I turn over me and Paul. You want me to tell you how we turn over? Let me tell you the story. Since we did a story and we little thing this morning, because long we do storytelling. I am riding behind Paul. It's Paul's first time riding. So driving behind you. So I got the camera and I'm saying we'll also catch on camera his first crash if he fly off the road or whatever. Right? Because he got any gears and so. But you got to look out for these things. And these holes, and I said this man are flying, only gonna fly off this bike. So I racing behind him to ensure that anything happen, I catching it in the camera shot. And I get an accident. Now this vehicle turn over in the trail. And but 5 minutes after that, there's a man driving behind me the truck. The man stopped. Ain't asked what's the problem. Come out with a big chain in his hand. We check the things, we organize ourselves, straighten up. In 15 minutes, we are moving again. You understand? This is a road, Alan, that you could sit on the road or drive for 4 hours and not pass anybody else.
Okay.
If the cosmos is not aligned for me, brother, how you get an accident? And 5 minutes after a man stop behind you, help you, and 15 minutes you driving again. On a road that normally you can literally drive for 4 hours and not come across anybody.
Real thing.
You understand? When I leave, I don't study. When I go, I stop. If I stop on the road, Alan, anywhere in this
Mm.
country, and watch it up in the air or watch it for something, please come and ask right away. Critic, what you doing here? Where you gotta get? How we could help you? You're hungry, you want water, you understand? Now, if
Yes.
I was thinking about me alone and sit down for the money, that would not have happened.
Real thing.
You
Real thing.
understand? And there are men there. There are many men. And I see this. This is from my personal experiences. Not personal in happening to me because I reach the age yet. But there are many old men that have money. They don't have peace. Nobody loves them. When you watch these politicians, you realize they will get old with what they stole, and they will have nothing.
But pretty, when you analyze them kind of thing, there, brethren, it's like never see comfort see. People never expect to be, some of them not all, in authoritative positions where life can be so nice on the other side of the mountain. You know, and it's all understanding like you would do. This is why you seem to be Guyana's, you are Guyana's mediator. As to why people would listen to you, why people would come to you with whatever problem that is affecting them, because you got what it takes to understand the man in the street. You know, you are a man in the street guy. You're not.
Alan, like the lady guy washing wears. Hold on, Alan, hold on. Yeah, bro. Talk to me. I will. I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Thank you very much, brother. Yes. I will make sure he's there. Don't worry. Right? Safe, brother. Cool. Uh, safe. So, good news in.
Last night I was on the computer
Uh,
where people who go around looking for other people's land and property and selling it. And like they're gonna change the entire structure. So like we in the diaspora, if we want to come to Guyana and buy some land and property, we will feel much more comfortable now that you can do that kind of business, come back, and you don't have to worry somebody can turn and sell it behind your back. Is that factual?
it happens from time to time. I don't know. And it's a world over thing. It's not a Guyanese thing. What happens? There has to be more of a protective atmosphere for certain things. Like when a man come
Mm,
and rent your house, oh God, it's problem for get you out. He more worse
mm,
than if you end up with a dead bad wife or a dead bad husband trying to get a divorce. You
mm,
understand? So hold for me, Alan. Hold for me. Don't come out. All right, somebody can cut into your car. Let me get him. Oh Jesus Christ, they can't cut. So let me tell you all what's going on. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Critic, my brother. How are you? I've been watching your show for 3 years and over now. I'm living in Suriname from 32 years now. What I'm seeing in Guyana, the government is raising all kind of issue besides the crime rate in Guyana. How do we address that?
The
What
government
step
is
can they take to prevent the crime in Guyana is so high. People killing people go with get off with a bail. They need to put heavy pressure on these people to stop these kind of
people killing
things.
what?
When they do something, they go, they pay bail, they come out, they free again, they come
Not
again.
killing
They do
people.
the same happen
I
here.
hear what happened. I know you're following me along, but you gotta be careful with where you getting. If you're getting information from LAMPY, PAMPY, them.
No, babes, I'm looking on your program
All
daily,
right.
see
Well, we
what is
gotta do
taking
a
place in
comparative
Guyana.
analysis. Like for instance, I said a killing in pirate business as what happened in Suriname some time back, involving Surinamese and Guyanese, right? So it's an
No, no,
across the
I'm
board
talking
thing.
about the crime rate in Guyana is so high.
No, but how you
The
get this
crime rate
information that is high?
seems to me to me like
Do
you're
you
not
know?
free in Guyana
Do you
anymore.
know? Hold on, man, hold on. Do you know that from January to date, major crimes has gone down by 38%?
Okay,
So is the
what you're
high
saying
a
is
feeling? You see, we gotta look at the stats. And one of the problems what we have is like people say, you got they come, they say, oh, the fuel price gone down is big excitement. Everybody talk government care down the fuel prices and they're going up back. And this morning I tried to get on to somebody to find out why is the fuel prices going up? Is it as a result of some lackadaisicalness with the government? Who is responsible for this? But the oil prices and the world market is going up. What has to happen is the government has to adjust the excise tax. You understand? So
yes, brother.
thinking
I
something,
understand.
thinking something and knowing something is two different things. So when you tell me this crime rate is high, I calculate like, I hey, all over in the environment that I'm in, I don't think they ever had a crime inside it. And this is a community. You understand?
No, no, not where you're living. I mean, in the whole entire of Guyana.
No, no, but it is the
What I'm trying to say,
perception.
Mr. Critic, if you do the crime, you must pay the time. It must be heavy penalized. That's what I mean.
Roger that, roger that. The boy that was shot
My
and
brother,
killed.
I hope that someday Guyana can be under control. You are not free on the street. You walk, you got to be frightened. Somebody pulling your bags, all kind of these things happening.
You got the point.
You know,
Stabrook Market
and
area, the crime issue needs to be
the
addressed there.
government here is trying to do great things, wants to build some hotel. All those are great issue. But the issue, the citizen needs to be protected and be safe, and then we go ahead.
I will not try to hear what happens. I will not try to explain because I can tell you to some extent you misunderstand what the crime situation is because of what you're seeing outside, right? But
Right, like that,
nonetheless,
brother. Yes.
the matter here that dawns upon me immediately now is the fact that you are fearful. What do we
Right,
do
right. You get
to
that right.
ensure
Yes.
that you don't have the fear? Because this is a matter of fact. Whether the crime high or the crime going down, or you misunderstand where
Not
the crime
free on the
stats are,
road.
you have fear. You are fearful of a situation
Yes.
that you believe is going
Right,
on in Guyana. So
right.
I can tell you, I will work on start developing or putting the right information out there so people can understand. You see,
Yes,
we
my
don't
brother.
work
Thank you
like
very
if you look at the
much.
people who put in information, they're just excited about what is going on and they want to put something out there and they want to be ahead of the game. Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I realize that there will be many, when you talk this thing, it's not you alone. There will be thousands hundreds of thousands of Guyanese across the world that feel the same way
Yes.
like you because of the information that they have received. Unfortunately, you understand? Unfortunately, me being down on the ground here, I don't dare watching. I watch with the personal things that
And you know, Mr. Critic, I thought you was one of the best person that I can call and express my feelings, how we feel. You feeling scared? You never know what can be take place. You're not free. That is why I decide to call you after so many years.
all right, I will work on it.
And one more thing, brother, I am happy for you. You're doing a great job and take care.
Roger that.
Thank you very much.
Roger that. Nonetheless, here I'm telling you, crime has been on the decrease even under the past administration. I can't take time with them. Crime has leveled out, right? And you gotta get Jackie. Crime has leveled out and has been on the decrease. Now we gotta accept and respect that lady calling with a genuine fear. You understand? Is it as a result of the perception that she has? Right? We can't have that. We can't have our citizens having a fear, right? And somebody else messaged me and said, critically, listen to this message here. Um, Critic, what the woman is saying is true. I'm fearful whenever I'm in Guyana. When I see two persons on a motorcycle, I'm fearful. So we have to deal with that. We have to have that addressed. We have to eradicate um, whatever there is, not cover up. You understand? Not cover up. But in general, what is she saying? The new government is only in 7 months now. And if I am to say yes, the crime situation is out of control and is out of whack, I would be lying on the past PNC led administration. There are a lot of petty thieves, chain snatching, and all that, but crime was fairly down. You understand? The last administration had it under control to some extent. Crime needs to be really eradicated in this country. And it's a two-pronged thing. It is law enforcement, but if you have people in a country that their only way out is crime, they don't have anything else to do. No matter how much you jail them when they come back, how do they eat? They got to eat. They have to eat. No matter how much you jail people, when they come out back, they will turn to crime because they have no alternative. You understand? Somebody said it's the work of Congress. Please, yeah, I'm done with this shit. I find the crime is more in it's true. Always afraid so people are afraid. So people are generally saying they're afraid. We can't have citizens feeling that way. You understand? Because yesterday somebody get robbed $1.8 million for the street. And the data somebody called me and said, man, critic how the the where's this? Blue Lake Linden, wow. Wow. I gotta look at this one again. Somebody sent a Blue Lake Linden Blue Lake to me. That's beautiful. Maybe I can go there and show it down. And people could fall in and things. I like a place like Linden. If you got tourists that come into Linden, the Lindeners integrate themselves, could control the situation in there. Because if you say we want no criminals in this place, they got to come out of the place. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, correct. I was just listening to that lady talking about the what do you call it? The fearfulness that she has.
I
The,
think she's
and
genuine.
look, yeah, you know what it is though. But whatever the media portrays, that's what she sees. Maybe when you try. I mean, she says she's watching your program, but when she sees that you cover all these things, then what happens? She have this idea that, well, you know what? There's a lot of crime in Guyana.
You cannot cover it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know.
But what
I
happened?
know.
I have to start using methods that back up with statistics. so people could see it. We
Right.
could say, well, here in 2015, crime was here, and do a comparative analysis so people could understand where we're going. Yes,
Right.
because
Yes.
look at that crime. Listen to me. Look at that crime. What happened in front of Palm Courtyard, right? When you look
Right.
at that, when you see you, if you see down, that's the first impression you get of a guy. You can't think, what is this more worse than Mexico? This time Mexico every day they chop and have 50 people here and that kind of thing. You understand?
Yes, I know that because I've traveled widely and I know but this is their perception when they see something like that.
Yeah.
They think that the
But
crime
that is
is
not the problem. You can't vex with the people for the perception that they have, that they
no, you can't do that. I'm
based
saying that
a
but I
perception
think
that was
yeah,
drawn from based on what they were given.
yeah. And another point I want to just make about that guy that escaped that paid the $5,000 when he said it. I think that's a setup, man. There
That
are documents
made,
set
now
that
listen
up.
to me, that made claims that he paid. Now he is talking.
Right.
If you listen to the interview, it's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my whole life. Now he was
Yeah.
talking confidently, not like he pay for
Right.
getaway. He said he did not escape.
Right. He was let out.
He was let out because he paid off for the time. There is no
Right.
such facility offered under the laws of Guyana that I know
Exactly.
of. You
Yeah, but
understand? So when
Sheraton
you're
last
listening
night
to
would
the
have the
man
same thing.
and his confidence, now bear in mind, he's a con man. That is what he
Yeah.
does. So they come up with this magical, mythical explanations for what they do. Then
I
now
know.
in thing, come since you paid, come back with your receipt and your lawyer and come and prove your case.
Exactly. I'll come to
Simple.
say, listen, I
But they
got this.
pay me money. Watch, I
Right.
draw this 5,000. This is how I pay the money. This is where I pay the money. This is who I pay the money to. You understand?
Right.
You come
Right.
forward. Come. You understand? The better don't let the
Yeah.
catch you before he come out, because you see what happen when they catch
Catch
the,
the other two.
the other two, and the lady push your body. Yes, and 6 bullets in your head push your body. You
Anyway, man,
understand?
listen, you're doing a great job.
Trying my
All
best,
right.
brother.
All
Safe.
right. Take care of
We
yourself.
talk. He pay every bullshit like that. Well, I pay me money, buddy. You can't set me up. I come with me lie and I say, look, show, look, I pay me money. What the fudge you could pay money for come out of jail? And then you got people like Lampy, Pampy telling people but how the PVP come back and they pay him money. One set of bullshit.
Oh, Chris.
Hi, morning, brother. Your connection bad there, man. They jump up on it, make it a government issue. Yeah, brother, morning.
I was following you since you got it right when there was a crash on the second number 2 canal. And I got a bit disturbed when you were slagging off the fella that didn't know what a laptop was or something like that. So I was going to offer him accommodation. The other thing, Critic, is people are on about the crime in Guyana.
Uh-huh.
I can tell them what it's all about. I had my wife there, and we walked from Regent Street by the photographers. What's her name? Are we coming across? Is it something of the avenue? Going by East Plazansky Park.
Mm.
And as I jumped the train, my wife jumped behind me. She says, "Oh God, you got me my bracelet." So I ran along the road, and he running on the pavement. shouting, thief, 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 and not a soul turn around.
No, well, in Guyana, the honest truth, as a foreigner, I must apologize that you had that experience. But in Guyana, when you walking down the road and you gonna holler thief, hear what happens. If in the vicinity of where you are, look at the woman who get killed last night. She's a criminal. A woman get killed with two bandits. She's a criminal element. She look like a normal person. If it was a politician, he all want for no. When you holler thief, so much Guyanese, there is so much of bullshit. Everybody watching up driving figure out is which one are we talking about. So nobody turning for help. Everybody turning for run. If a politician, if you had a thief in parliament, everybody watching one another. So who thief the laptop? Who thief the tablet? You understand? Who thief the money from yeah.
I can tell you something more.
Yeah.
Now, I heard Ramsey talk about the CCTV cameras, and it was bringing down crime. So my cousin, I didn't want to report it first, but my cousin Malcolm Paris said, "Man, report it." So I went to Baghdad and reported it, and the detective or whatever he called himself went down to Regent Street on the corner. I think 3 cameras were there. Till up to now, we ain't hear what happened to that. I give him the time and everything.
No, but here how it has to be dealt with. Here how it has to. It has to be dealt with as a national issue needs addressing. Because the lady will call, I think she called from Suriname. There's an Indian lady. She talk with fear. You calling from where? You calling from London, England, where? London. You're a black man, right? Now, this crime ain't separate you by race or where you come from. These criminals attacking anybody. So why I talk about the crime and I say we need to work on this, because recently I called the somebody high in authority, the police. I said, wait, what's going on with what's the crime stats? They sent and said crime gone down by 38%. Remember, they're looking at the numbers. And I said, so why aren't Guyanese told this? And we work towards ensuring that that trajectory is maintained. You understand?
That is good in theory. I tell you what happened. Because I didn't get any justice there, I started to look at the taxi driver that was driving me and my wife. And I started to think, hang on, this policeman that suddenly can't find it, and the taxi driver, I see him give him bribe, and I say, hang on, the whole lot of them in it.
Yes, yes, yes.
I can tell you where he gave the bribe, because I got the evidence. Now, we live at Lagrange. So when, in the morning at the bridge, you know it's chaos. But what did I just say? The right, when you come from Bagotville, the turning before the bridge.
Yeah, yeah.
The edge of Lagrange, the old road.
The old road there.
Right. Now the old road, they got a barrier there. But you got this policeman there, and he signals the other one. And then they said, well, open the gate, and then the brake pass, and then the fellow go in. So he jumps the traffic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but my worry is the politicizing of crime, of which affects all Guyanese.
Yeah, well, I personally am doing something about it right now. Because I had a guy working with me, well, a cousin of mine, and he was getting 5,000 a day. And he was working with a professional mason, and he's getting 8,000 a day. And that guy worked so faithful with that fella. I said, hang on, if I could get everyone to work on the same wage, then their interest would be, it is more camaraderie. And because of that, I'm working on something right now to to have. The other thing that happens is that my wife is against me in that I'm feeding these people. But if I can create a situation where they know when they go to work, they're gonna get something to eat, or if if we're doing something in Yarakawa because I land up there as well. If I can get them in like a camp where they could go in Monday morning and come out Friday afternoon, and you keep them entertained and fed and everything, them guys won't want to go back to crime. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yes. So in eradicating crime, and I tell people this constantly because of dealing. Remember, me there all over the place. Me there in the ghetto. Yes, and me sit down with the ghetto youth. So when you sit down with the ghetto youth, when a man like me go in the ghetto, and the love that is shown to you, you realize this is not really people who roll with a hateful heart. These are people who are in an environment that caused them to be like lions, kill or be killed. You understand?
Yeah.
So,
Um, you know, right now I'm going to launch it today or tomorrow. The first COVID lockdown university. You will hear about it. It's the name Lee what do you call it? Like your ancestors.
Li Wa, you thought you started a Chinese name or what? Li Wa. When you get it,
No,
send it to me. We talk. I'm going to take a
my
next call.
no. Here, critic. My great grandfather was Chinese.
Oh,
Yeah, my great grandfather was Chinese. He was one of the biggest chiefs in Guyana. He went. He had
you're
a.
going out today? You're going out today? You're going out?
No, I can stay home, but I got something else to do. You want to get me back?
No, I watching you there in the house with two big old chain around your neck, right? So I said, man, you must just watch yourself in the mirror and say, yes, I got it bling hey. Yeah, so you're rapping, is rap and thing is rap for your wife ain't got nothing to
Listen,
do.
this is one of the things that I want to eradicate in Guyana. Look at my band. Look, if you go on my Facebook page, actually, you'll see. That's how I dress normally. Now I go
You just
out
rolling with bling.
in London, I dress in this in New York, I dress in this in Florida.
No, but you
This
just
is
roll
my
with
home.
PDD and them banner. You just roll with PDD and Eminem and them banner. You,
No, man.
oh, oh no. I just asked, you look like a
I
rapper.
am listen, I am 74 years old. I used to be a business analyst for British Telecom.
Okay,
I got, I got, when my, I have the tutorial website at the moment, apart from mine,
okay.
and I'm going to create one shortly. I see how you're smiling.
I like the bling, I like the bling.
Listen, one of the things that upset me is that I can wear gold anywhere except Guyana.
I wouldn't imagine. If you didn't tell me you was get upset, I wouldn't imagine a man with Harlem Gold police get upset. Why getting upset about?
Because this is where it come from. This is what I'm proud of, and I can't use it.
Oh, no, I ain't rolling with me. You roll anyhow. You don't got worry.
Well,
When you come, you rolling with me. Yes, but meanwhile, you doing no 70-year-old man walking. You gotta do it. You gotta give me a chip. You can't get big chain and bangle and doing no decent by the walk. You gotta give me
the
the rapper
only
chip.
thing I wore, my children wore, the only thing I wore was this ring. And my um, wife, she had a pair of
We
bracelets.
get a ring from Caesar. Who you
Huh?
get a ring from Caesar? What kind of big ring is that, by?
Man, my jewelry is the,
Hold on. I get in a call. Hold on for me. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, sir. How are you?
Talk to me.
I was just listening to the young lady, well, the woman that was talking about the fear that, she has in Guyana, and
it's really something true because just late last year, I parked on George Street, right? And my mirror gone. Now, when you go to the police station, it's another hassle here, right? So, when you're in, especially Region 4, you face these difficulties, and that is why people perceive in that manner. So, you can't be annoyed with people. It's
No, 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 me and annoyed with them. But what happened? Remember, a lot of times people think I know everything. I don't actually know everything. But I'm a very sensitive person. So listening to her and when she talking about this fear, I decided not to worry with what the stats are because we did not get the information to her. The main fact is that the fear is with her, and how do we get rid of that? Not by covering it up or telling her a nice story, but getting rid of the crime situation and making this environment one conducive or not conducive to fear. You understand? We must eradicate the fear from our citizens by making them feel comfortable in the environment.
correct, correct. But it steps down to the law enforcement authority that we have. They have to be more effective, efficient in doing that.
Well, I'm hoping this administration works on a reform. You gotta reform them, brother. Listen to
True,
me.
true.
I just see some policeman walking and you tell me them is not thief, man. Change me name. How you just get a walk like though? You know a thief man run a man walk. When you watch a thief man, he's walk a certain way. So you see a thief man from a distance, you know him. Next year, policeman with a chip on the walk. When you there's an old thief man turn policeman.
That's true.
When I calculate like for real. When you go through this training course, it doesn't train you in a certain level of discipline. Doesn't give you etiquette training. And you understand how do you carry it? When I watch it, I said this banner disguising.
I know
The
that.
buyer thief, man. When you watch somebody, imagine watching the police that he look criminal. Eh?
Yeah, that's true. All right, thank you for your time,
Safe,
and keep
brother.
up the good work.
Hello,
Yes,
Chief.
chief.
We back.
Sorry, yeah.
Well, I don't know what subject you were speaking about.
No, it's the same crime thing. Everybody call name. But here, we got gas for next day. I got to take a couple more call and I want to talk about the fuel prices. I got enough people calling for this crime situation. We talk. Take care.
Okay.
Bling, bling.
Okay. And anytime you've got, we 5 hours ahead of you. No, 4 hours now. But I usually listen now and then. Sometimes I wonder which side of the world you are. Because I think you're more harsh with the PNC people than the government.
Yeah, for good reason. I can tell you the story a day.
But here the other bit. Now, they're making jobs for people. The jobs are cut cane. And my mother used to warn us, if you don't get education, you're going to end up cutting cane. What kind of future you put?
My body is the same.
Listen, man. Listen, critic. I've got planned. Look, between now and August, Monday, I've got plans to eradicate black Guyanese and Indo-Guyanese. That's a load of rubbish. I am going to have
Guyanese. We
I
talk
am
about.
going to have like a peace thing on this land we got.
And when you got all them things in your mind, here what telling you. Here what telling you. When you got all these ideas you want to implement, I want you to think about one thing because you're getting older. You can't be fetching all this weight. You understand? I want you to think of how one of you chain gonna look for me neck and one of them ring. Think about that. And
Listen, man. Over the years, I got loads of stuff.
nah, me,
Over the years.
me now goal, man. Here we talk. I got to take a couple more calls. I can call you. I can call you. We can talk. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Safe.
We'll talk off and left off.
Cool. Yeah, bro. Come now, come. Roger. Yeah. So let me go back to some of these cars. We're missing a lot of cars, People want to talk about crime and anything. Crime and time and two bit of dime, and we got to have a fuel too this morning. How long have we got? For 50 minutes, and we got thing.
Yeah, good morning, sir. I called about two reasons.
Yeah.
One is that I do business on the highway, and every time I'm going up on the highway, I am being stopped by like 5 roadblocks, and I got to have all these police guys.
We're tapping them up for.
Because the police often hustling, and I was in a rush.
No. Listen to me. You have all your documents in place?
Yes.
What kind of vehicle you got?
I got a Pathfinder.
And you just be driving within the speed limit?
Yes, no, but here's the point I really want to make. They had an incident at PAMPY the other night. Why these police could network and had these roadblocks to apprehend this white wagon before it reached still up on Korokoro over there to apprehend it? That's the point they're trying to get at. Because I'm molesting innocent people and when the real crime is out there. And the second thing I want to say, this helicopter that the army got, it would be better served with the police force to fight crime. So I'm glad that you said there'll be government officials that listen to people when they call. So I hope that they are listening to this. That's the point I just want to make, sir.
All right, okay, brother. Cool.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Next caller. So there's the one, the helicopter. Me, the police helicopter. Me must be smoking weed now. They can't even do good with the pickup what they got. Much as I get them helicopter. There would be a laugh and half in Guyana. But this government has to take a real step forward and dealing with crime. Listen to them people. People have fear. Hello? Yeah, brother, the critic returning on Miss Kyle. Yeah, brother, talk to me. I'm listening to you. What's going on? I see you call my phone. Oh shit, you called for Gaff. Alright, you know who he called by mistake. He called for Gaff. He realizes who. Yeah, brother, talk to me.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Critic. Alright, I'm touching up on this fuel thing, buddy, right? This
Roger.
is I pass this country. Now, ExxonMobil and the oil company is taking our oil out. Nothing is coming to shore to be refined for us to enjoy a good price. We can end this situation for the next 5, 10, 15 more years going down the line. I can't see we can get an ease in this price of this fuel unless we bring we share to shore and do we think. I don't know if you agree or not.
Well, let me be honest with you. One of the reasons that fuel prices are high, or the fuel prices is at where it is in this country, is the fuel has a very high excise tax, right? And the government could make adjustments in that. Now, if you're making money, you see, you put on these taxes to make money to develop the country. But if you're making money on oil, we getting oil revenue, it's supposed to be all of you. Then we're really, how you gonna take money from me on gas, you take money from me for house, you take money from me for road license, you understand? You take money from me for my food VAT, you're taking money from me for everything. So I am going to be talking to the Minister of Finance soon, and we will get into all of that, because he never really sit down and talk to me, and I'm sure he never really sit down and talk to anybody that you would have a proper interview that's making sense to Guyanese. You understand? And on the front burner is the fuel. The next thing is, they said that take a VAT on certain things and hardware, things get more damn expensive. I want to find out why it is so. I was reliably informed that as a result of the new construction boom, there's a glut for hardware material. Now, if that is so, Are we going to open more hardware stores? Are we going to do some imports? What are we going to do? Brazil is right across the road. Isn't it better in light of the fact that how much money Guyanese are going to be losing from their pockets as a result of this glut that was created? Isn't it better right now? Let me just do the road to Brazil and start getting good hardware coming from Brazil. Doesn't that make sense? You understand?
Yes, yes.
So,
But the thing with me with this oil body, right? I was in Trinidad a few years ago. 100 TT full a tank, a 7-seater tank.
that's
You understand
3,000
me?
Guyana dollar.
With everything right there. And the price for fuel in Guyana was over 1,000 at that time. You understand me? And 100 TT was less than 3,000 Guyana dollars at that time.
Yeah.
The fully fuel tank over, you're talking about $15,000 or more. You understand me?
Yeah. No, but
So
again,
we oil going out, nothing coming to shore for us. And also from the oil, look how many other byproducts coming off of this oil. Now, all right, let me share something with you. I got a few machine. I just got buy grease every couple of weeks. There's the waste from the oil. Over 100 US for a bucket of grease. Where are we going? How are we going to satisfy the local, consumption?
well, here was saying, let's not insinuate and end up in a whole lampy-pampy situation. I will talk to the Minister of Finance and I will go through these things with him. You understand? And you know how I do it, live and direct. Roger that.
All right, take it easy, buddy. Have a blessed day.
Cool. So I got some WhatsApp messages here. So, and one of these messages, hey, good morning, Mr. Bennett is unfit for the position. He's a lame duck. He needs to be changed. Look how to handle this, and look how he handled Bernie's situation. Who's Bernie's? I can't remember. I must be missing something. He could not handle it properly. Barbies, okay. So Barbies, all right, I understand that. Why you speaking about crime when the biggest criminals inside Parliament walking around scot-free and common man is being jailed for minor offenses? You have a point there. The entire opposition and others at GCOM must be in jail. Well, you gotta be a PPP man because I know a couple of PPP people that supposed to go in jail land. Yes, so good morning. I was watching your show last night. Well, I watch your daily. The boy Melvin is lying. I do not know him personally, but he have seen his face attacks on Facebook. He has several fake accounts that he used to attack people. More so the PPP or people that he thinks support the PPP. I have seen videos of him posting videos that people posted when it comes on with his nonsense. People posted video of him cussing. I tell you, real nasty cuss down, blackguarded cussing down his sister. He is not innocent. I have bet. Well, that is the reason when people talk and they call the name out. You all have to call and tell me the facts. So really, we put everybody on blast. You understand? We get the cuss out right here. Full blackguarded cuss out, Joe. Good morning, Chief. Firstly, I am watching your show every day, and I can say that I visit Guyana every year. And I tour all over Guyana, especially in Georgetown. I have never been robbed, thankfully for you. Um, it's all about how you carry yourself. Next tourists go to Guyana and they only want to go to the few places. Linden has a beautiful blue lake. I went there several times. The interior has so many beautiful places. I love my Guyana. You are most welcome. Hey, Mikhail, you're using glut wrongly. Glut means that there is plenty. So there is no glut of material. Instead, you have a big demand for materials. Did I say glut? A glut of material? I didn't say a glut of material. I can't use a glut of. A glut is plenty. I mean a glut for. The construction boom has created a glut for construction material. I can't say they got a glut of construction material. How does that? How you misunderstood what I was saying? But thank you for um, noticing that. Crime indeed went down. One of the videos is Melvin. performing is nonsense. All right, so we cannot get a barrel ral each. I want to fry some chicken for Easter. Oh, Jesus, Brian, you're mad like grass. So let me read out the rest of the messages. Photo of something. What is that? Good morning, Guyanese Critic. I was listening to the lady and the others talk about their experience. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning to the
Talk to me, brother.
best thing coming out of Ghana in a long time. Okay, let me just, I'm listening to the points that you're making in relation to when it comes to items and the VAT reduction and some of the VATs that were taken off. My brother, I've been following politics all my life, basically, because we can't live without it. The PPP, this thing of glut, that word, it's a word been used in the past. And I'm going to say this to you. The beneficiaries of whatever is happening because of the exploitation for the poor Guyanese people is being done by the business people. And a lot of them are the associates of the politicians. And I'm going to tell you, with my work, what I do, I frequently visit a lot of stores on a daily basis because I'm a small contractor and I'm always given the opportunity to go purchase for the dealer because it's a small work. And I can tell you, within 2 weeks, things has gone so high. Not only construction materials, but a lot of things has skyrocketed. Why? Because this word, glut, you hear the politician use it. You go back in the past and look at some interviews with the people. It's a word they normally use. It is because of the skyrocketing work that has been done. No, man. This is a way to give back to their people, to their business supporters who supported them to be where they are today. And at the end of the day, we the Guyanese people continues to suffer. We don't want this. It has to stop. The government has to start.
Explain to me how it is work. How they give back this work, who does orchestrate it, how it has happened.
Brother, well, look at the gasoline, for example. The gas, the fuel in this country. When fuel is being reduced at $10, the politicians jump out and holler, yeah, a lot of money going back into the people's pocket. Let me tell you something. $10 on a gallon of gasoline is nothing because if some man put a 3 or 4 gallon.
I'm glad I got you on it. I'm glad I got you on it. And a man such as yourself, over the times we as a constant contributor, I've grown to respect your points and views, and with most people. But I'm glad I got you on it. Let's work out. A gallon of gas is hypothetically $100, right?
Good.
We buy a gallon of gas on the world market for $50. The government and all the meche they put on is $50, right? All the taxes and so on, and import taxes and so on. So that is how it comes up. It comes up by two parts. So let's break it down a little more simple. Let me do that. All thing, the product itself costs $50, and all things related to the transport of the product and the taxes and so is $50, right? Okay. So we have $100 for gallon of gas. The government comes in and say we're taking off $20 from our $50 that we tax you, and gas becomes if we take out $20, gas becomes $70, right? Am I correct? $50 for the cost of the world market, $30 as government decide to reduce their excise tax, so we got $70. And they make big pump and ceremony by this $70 a gallon for gas. Now, on the world market, tomorrow we're going to buy gas. On the world market, gas becomes $70 on the world market. And when it comes to Guyana, government adds their $30. That takes us back to $100, right? Explain to me where government played a role in the rising of the gas prices? Hello?
Yeah, okay, good. Now, we understand that when it comes to the rising on the world market, that the government can't do anything. Quite agree with that.
Well, they can. They can by...
What I'm looking at, internally, when they reduce it $10, right, they make a big fuss about it. But tomorrow morning, when the gasoline goes back to $100, you don't hear about it. When you go to the gas station now, knowing that you've been paying $70, now you have to pay $100. But you don't see the politician jumping out and say, here,
no, but
gasoline has
brother, let us be realistic.
You know what is happening?
No, hold on. Hold on for me. Let me do one thing at a time.
Continue to...
Hold on. Why we be realistic? Why we be realistic?
Being realistic, we have to stop it. We need to start being realistic, man. We have to come out of this.
No, but here, man. Yeah. Firstly, if we asking the politicians to be realistic, we gotta be realistic. I then me office sit down, and you ask me for do something. Take off $20 from the excise tax. Me take off the $20. Me tell you why me take off $20 for all of you. Right? Now me sit down, me calculate you got $70 out there. Business a go on. Guy will go take buyer. The buyer says $70 put up. You not call me and tell well, me know, maybe me follow world market, but the man I follow this alone. Do you think we should go down? Oh God, the minister, you want the minister for going, oh God, you're killing me. It gone by $70. I don't see that. The war will come to an end. The Arabs are us. The thing is terrorism. What you want to do, man? Explain to me how you want to do this thing.
Here what you got to do. Here what you have to do. When it goes up, because listen to me, critics, when gasoline or oil goes up in the world, automatically everything goes up with it. And our salary still remains $60,000 a month. And we cannot support a family with that, because when gasoline goes up $100 or even $150 tomorrow, or let's say $200, the Guyanese, the public service salary still remains.
No, but the argument here. We're going away from too much of things at one time. The argument remains, and I'm hearing Guyanese, and I'm telling them they ain't got the ducks in a row. The argument is a bullshit argument. When the price drop, the politicians coming out. When the price raise, you're hearing nothing from them. You don't want to hear nothing from the politicians. What you want to hear is how you gonna drop your excise tax again to make sure there's a balance in the system.
Right, exactly.
So don't tell me you want to hear, and that is a bullshit argument that Guyanese are having. Oh, wow, they mean coming out to hollering when the price raise, but they're coming out to hollering when the price go down. Nothing. It has to do with the government and the price raising. I take out money from the taxes that are taken from you for drop your fuel prices. So I come and I blow in my own horn. But I can't come and blow Exxon horn or whoever put the world market selling fuel and raise the price. Hello, God, it gone up. What do you want to say? What we have to do is decide that we ain't going to be talking bullshit all the time. And we say, no, here, this thing raised again. And if the government is serious about ensuring that Guyanese get a benefit from a certain level, there's somebody needs to be monitoring this thing constantly. And say, well, here, if it go up on the world market, fuel prices need to remain in Guyana at $100. So whether the excise tax is 50 and the fuel price coming is 50 to maintain it at 100, you understand? When the fuel price go down on the world market, you raise the excise tax. Keep it at $100, an affordable price. That is what we have to ask for and discuss. Not the government only talking when they reduce it. I don't want to hear whether you reduce or it gone up. I want to hear what I get in and how that equilibrium is maintained. You understand?
Definitely.
So let me give you story straight. Next thing, what's the next point? Done with that. Next point.
In the 21st century, this is what we need to hear. And you're correctly right. I agree with you that we need to hear this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to keep it for the people of Guyana. Because we, the Guyanese people, you know that the public servants are really, really, down and out in a lot of areas, and the rich people, the politicians are there, they're better off. one-man army every day. You try to make some form of representation so the people of this country who is in a bad era or in a bad state, you give some form of representation. But you're just a one-man and you're doing an excellent job. But what happened to the politicians that we are paying who's supposed to be doing that? And
no, but again, nobody gives you anything that you don't ask for. But I notice Guyanese, we just be talking. You have to have a plan. And I'm telling you, strategic planning beats all. You got to know it here. This is what I want. This is what I'm going to say. This is the message I want to get across. You understand? The whole world is negotiating for different things. Only politicians and people, they want to hand over it. Me hand over them to no politician. Tomorrow, what I want, I will ask for the next day and the day after that. You understand? You're not because you vote for them for the 5 years, you left it over.
Definitely.
You understand?
And I think I think you're holding a good seat, and I'm going to say it again. I think the seat that you're holding presently, is bringing a lot of enlightenment to people, and people are being more open up, and people are really actually understanding what's happening around them, because we need to definitely hold politicians.
We talk, bro. I got to take a next call.
Yes. You have a blessed day.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Critic.
Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, you make some valid points with the high rising with the fuel price that you are making this morning. And the same thing with the excise taxes that you were saying. The government needs to play a part and drop the taxes when the price is raised.
Yes, they have to control the prices. We ain't got for. People are arguing, here laugh, about the aesthetics of things. How it looks. When they come, they drop the thing, they telling everybody they drop. I don't give two fudges where it go up or it come down. It is no concern of mine. I want to be able to go to the pump and get gas for whatever is the price a gallon from now till February.
Exactly.
Roger that.
If we are taking tax, we are getting the 2% royalty from Exxon Mobil. Therefore, Guyanese government needs to play a part in pushing us back in some way.
Roger that.
You understand? They need to do that because presently now it's real killing in the mining industry.
Brother, I walk in here. I want y'all input straight to the point. I will be interviewing the finance minister very soon. Well, here now, I come and talk. All right, talk from here to here. And you know when I talk from here, they don't like it. You understand?
Exactly.
So
and presently now the government is getting us like 22. It's like $22 per liter.
And tonight, here, we will have an oil discussion tonight, in addition to some other things. And what I will do is get myself properly informed as to what is the excise taxes, what is the costing for fuel and all these kind of things, how this thing works. You understand?
That is one thing. And two, the other point of it, government needs to intervene with these private companies that we having here. And they're just, when the price make one jump at $1, $2 per barrel, they come and hit Guyanese $20 up. You understand? Something needs to happen because the private company keeping raising everything.
That's something. Control mechanisms have to be put in place to protect the Guyanese citizens. Simple as that.
But fuel is a big driver of your country, and everything depends back to fuel.
Brother,
to be honest, with $50,000 or $60,000 for public servants is real tricky.
Don't worry, work on it.
Right, my brother. Have a great day.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Talk to me. I will be talking today. I gotta do a run because I don't know the fuel price. I just full up me tank about $10,000 in diesel, right? So I don't watch Polita and all these things, and I want to be more informed. We'll have a serious discussion this afternoon because this affects all walks of life. This ain't got politics and race in it. It got cooking gas in house. You understand? It got gas, diesel for truck that affects sand, stone and everything else, cement. That affects construction for house that everybody wants one. Everybody's affected. So tonight we will have a full-blown conversation. I realized that because I was using hypothetical numbers there just now, and I realized that we got to get the right numbers. We'll make comparison across the board as the different gas station, because we got Rubis, Shell, Guyanese being the biggest, right?
All right, good.
Yeah.
Morning, man. What happened to the story of your son? We knocked down the man, everything I did.
The gentleman died a month after, and the file is before the DPP. What happens? There's video footage of the man walking into my son's car. Did you see that?
Yes. But if I said I can't be confident that you pay half, you go pay the DGC for getting back to it.
Well, people pay people. Nobody ever, and you ever get anybody ever call you and tell you somebody pay you for screw your wife? You ever get them kind of thing? No, people pay people for do all kind of thing. Yes, sir. For a little punkanani like you, listening to you alone. Yes, sir. I sure they got one people pay you wife for screw shit and them kind of things. So I know what people pay for all kind of thing in this country. Hello, good morning.
More critic.
Doctor.
I feel that it's really, really hard to know that the fuel price is very, very extreme high in this country because we buy it wholesale from any one of the bulk stations, which is either Sol, Rubis, Guile, well, Files is private, and the other.
Here what want you do for me? Give me on WhatsApp, send a message to me on what is the average amount of fuel you're using on a monthly basis. I want numbers. I want to see how you're affected. With this little raise in price, you show me how much gallon you're using, and I will make a comparative analysis in terms of how much money you're literally losing, whether it's $100 or $1 million as a result of this increase, right?
With the increase is over.
No, I want numbers. You send to me how much barrel of fuel you as a small miner is using on a monthly basis.
Correct.
Right? Just now. Safe. Cool. Yeah. Pay thing, why pay? Right? When you hear critic, I hear thing, you hear when the man pay your wife. Yes, sir. You know much of them. Just daddy always hearing something. And they don't even ask the wife, girl, how you looking so good. They ain't care no money and she ain't do nothing for she. And they ain't ask you how she looking so good. They don't know. Somebody pay. Somebody always pays. That is a matter of fact. Don't get tired. Right? And if you're a punkanani and you want to come run a pay, let it find out first by the critic.
Yeah, Mr. Critic, morning.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the points that I really want to make concerning oil prices and the world market. It doesn't matter if the oil fluctuate to high or low. It does never affect no salary. So if you're getting a next to nothing salary, the oil would not change that in no country, in none country.
Hold up. You got me the last there.
One of your caller made a statement saying that the oil going up and people's salary ain't going up.
No, well, here now. If oil prices go up and in tune affects the gas price, let me break it down for you. So affects the gas price, that in tune affects the cost to reach to work. How are you not affected?
Yes, you are. I mean, travel-wise, yes, but nowhere in the world, you tell me gas price. You got to research it yourself.
My brother, hold on. We ain't got no research there. All the information is in. I think you should go inform yourself better in that area and then find out. It is what here. It is the principle of economic foundation. That is what caused the wars and everything else. That's why they would lack off your fuel as a result of oil. He got Venezuelan disaster. Is oil. It ain't. No personal thing is oil. So don't get confused. The reason for the fluctuation and the try or the attempts to control the supply and demand of oil across the world is because it affects the economy. And in saying that it affects the economy, it affects cost of living, brother. So you know what you're talking about it. No, don't but nothing. Don't talk me want got a conversation with you. You obviously is not informed enough in the area. Second point.
That's it, Mr. Critic.
Steve.
I never hear that. When I raise up, your salary raise up. Never hear that.
No. Again.
Mm.
People ain't asking for the salary to raise up. They're suggesting if my salary do not raise, I will be at a disadvantage. You understand?
I understand that.
Well, so they're suggesting that they want the salary raise. But oh God, what am I to do? If you do not control the environment that you can for me as a government, if you do not control this environment that is with outside of the ambits of my control, I can't control the oil prices of the world. But a government with the manipulation of their excise tax could be able to ensure that me price for fuel in me country is consistent. That is what we're talking about, right?
Okay, brother.
Raja, brother, cool. So the man want nobody want salary raise. If for now we could have a decrease in the cost of fuel, Peter Singh, relax yourself. There's so much of people here you gotta educate. And all them is come out, you gotta make fake name and some comfort to me, buddy. He's look bad, he look so stupid. So here I'm gonna tell you. What would be interesting? The reason for people wanting an increase in salary is because cost of living goes up. Now, if over the years you calculate how much does a household use in fuel per year, and if we could take down the price of fuel instead of going to you, when you take away VAT, if you take down VAT 10%, the Guyanese household will now have 4% more, right? $40 on every $1,000 more in the pocket. You understand what's going on? Every time you spend $1,000 now, you could afford to safely say I could buy $40 sweets for my kid. You all understand what is going on? So people say, yes, we're glad for thing raise. But why does there need to be an increase in your salary when there could be a decrease in cost of living as a result of good manipulation of the economic environment? You understand? So oil prices rise, we accept that oil prices on the market rising thing. We now could control that because oil prices rise when there's a demand, there's a glut for oil. And all we have to do now, being one of the people with a large oil reserve, is like pump oil and sell it out on the market then. Hello? Where's that, brother? Where's it? Don't call back this number, partner. You don't know who you're calling. Don't call this number. Me no want friend and so. What? Y'all know this guy? What you going on here? I'm showing me Bobby and thing. Y'all know this fella? We're going on. We're going on. Where the Pakistan or India or you freaky? When I get drunk, I feel up on another party and thing. Yeah. How we just do it, right? Yeah. What you just do? Yeah, watch out. I can't make up these things, watch out. What do me? How me? Yeah, buddy, yeah. I have to cut you off. Next thing you start skinning the body for me, just. what would I've done to deserve these? What would I? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, no, man. God, God, man. What am I doing, man? How much more I got to do for this country to be forgiven for my sins? What I do? No, tell me, partner, tell me. I helping people every day. Yes, son. I ain't doing, I try my utmost, but I do nothing wrong. Because I laugh at God. God is you make that thing. Because I laugh at a fellow human being. We still trying to figure out if it is a human being. No, I don't know what to do. I don't know what. Why then Cardi one story here I pay off his DPP and I go, You got pay off when the video footage show you ain't wrong. You just got pay. You just got pay for me, right? Jesus Christ. Ah, my mama. So, here now, y'all take you. Tonight is fuel. Oh, let me run the WhatsApp message. What happened to your puppy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes. When listen to me, fuel prices are going to go up when the demand is not being met. Because what happens, people capitalize in that situation. That is what big market is about. Because here what really happens. Here what happens. People do their budget and their projections. So I plan to sell 100 barrels of oil, right? This today, I plan to sell 100 barrels of oil today, and I will receive $100 profit from this 100 barrels of oil, right? Now I have my supplier who is going to give me 100 barrels of oil, and I have $100 to make, of which I have to spend on expenses and so on. I gotta live, I gotta eat, I gotta pay rent. And somebody, the supplier call and said, bro, I can't give you, I could only give you 50. Well, the man down at the end got to pay some more money because I still got to give me $100. I got to put on dollar more on each barrel of oil at 50. Forget my $100 because I got bills to pay. I have already made projections as to what I'm doing. You understand? So people don't understand. Critic, I'm a gold miner. I use 100 of drums of fuel per month. Wow. And they raised the price, losing 30 per liter, so it would be 6,000 barrel, 680,000. Man, right away, this man showing 681,000 he loses a month just because of that fuel increase. Hey, awesome show this morning. We'll watch the rest later. I have to make a move. So yeah, wow. Yes, yes, yes. Slap that punkanani. We gotta get find it. So guys, let me take my leave. I think we've had an interesting program this morning. Amazing critic. It's no lie. Your boobs look full this morning. Have a good day, critic. Thank you, bro. Jesus. Oh God. Ain't easy. She's good. She is right now. So you guys take care. Peace out. We'll have serious discussion this evening.